Another one of those quite useful and little used functions in Excel is PMT. Now PMT can be used for two main things really. The first of which we'll explore is the ability to work out what your loan repayments will be when looking to borrow a sum of money. So if we use our working file PMT, we can enter a number of variables such as the annual interest rate. So if I'm looking to borrow a loan, I go to the bank and say, what's your current annual interest rate? And they say, it's currently 9%, Mr. Vaccaro. Over how long do I want to borrow this loan? 5 years. So that's 60 payments, because that's 12 months in a year. For 5 years, it's 60 payments. And how much we'd like to borrow? Well, borrow $12,000, please. And then we come down to calculating what your monthly repayments are be. Now you could do this the long way around and figure out what 9% of the total amount will be over that 5-year period, add all that up, divide it by 60 and get your monthly repayment. Or we can make use of the PMT function to work out the monthly payment on an amount of $12,000 over 5 years at 9%. We start with equals PMT, open brackets. What's the rate? Well, the rate's in that cell there, but that's an annual rate and we're dealing in monthly periods. So we need to divide that by 12, comma. What are the number of periods? That's that cell there, 60 periods, comma. What's the potential value? Well, it's 12,000. And then the other two are optional. And we'll see those in action actually when we do the investment return in the next one. For working out the monthly repayment on a loan amount, these three parts are enough. So it's the annual interest rate divided by 12, the number of payments to be made, and the amount you wish to borrow. Close brackets, return, and we're looking at $249.10 per month. So that's for each 60 payment periods. Now that you have the formula in place, you can experiment. So well, what if I took an extra year to repay that? That would bring your repayments down to $216, Mr. Vaccaro. What about if I borrowed a bit more? What if I borrowed $15,000? That would push your payments back up. What if I borrowed less? What about if you gave me a preferential rate and I got 7%? So you can change all the variable values and the formula you've put in place will adjust itself accordingly. So that's PMT. Requires the annual interest rate, which is what you will tend to get quoted by a bank. Divide that by 12, comma. The number of payment periods, in this case 72 at the moment, because we upped another year on top. And then B4, the value of the money you would like to borrow, so the initial sum effectively. And that's how to use a PMT function to calculate your loan repayments.